Hey guys, it's Chris with Sterlingsalot, and today we're going to be talking about domains. This video is going to be a little different from our other product videos as we'll be talking about three types of domains at once: aged domains, expired domains, and PBN domains. Regardless, all of these domains can be an extreme shortcut to helping you rank on Google. We'll be covering a lot of stuff in this video, starting with some very basic things, so be sure to use the timestamps at the bottom if you want to skip around to something specific. We'll be covering what these domains are, how to use them, how to get them yourself, and what makes our domains special, as well as how to place an order if you're interested. All right, let's get going. So first, what are domains? Domains are essentially your website's name along with the TLD at the end, like .com. So here we are on Namecheap, and I've typed in SEO.com, so this is a domain here, SEO.com. And then scrolling down, we just have some more examples: SEO.inc, SEO.xyz, SEO.me. Now, all of these are just different domain names here at Namecheap. Domains are not the same as an actual website, but you can build a website on your domain so that people see it when they type it into their web browser. Back to our product page here, and scrolling down, you can see that domains are generally thought of as a white hat tool for SEO. However, if you're doing something like turning an old domain into a PBN for the purpose of building backlinks, that would of course be black hat territory. Domains are an incredible tool for SEO for one main reason: they're pre-existing backlinks. That means that we are only really interested in used domains. A used domain would have had a website built on it previously and would have accumulated backlinks just like any other website tries to. When they stop using the domain for whatever reason, the links from the other websites don't just disappear because the old website does. Remember, websites and domains are different, and all those backlinks are still pointing to the same address, the domain name. This means that a new website can be built on a used domain and still get credit for all those backlinks that were built previously when the domain had a different website built on it. These domains can be an insane shortcut for SEO, as backlinks and the process of building authority in Google's eyes can take a ton of time and money, but more on how to use them in just a minute. Now let's quickly talk about the differences between these types of domains. Aged domains are domains which are indexed on Google and ready to use more or less immediately. These domains are more of a sure bet in that there is less of a question of them working properly. Expired domains are a little different in that their previous owner didn't pay the renewal fee and they just dropped off the internet, more or less. They are no longer indexed and will take some time to get back on Google's radar. These domains are usually quite a bit cheaper than aged domains. However, they carry a little more risk and take a little more time and effort to get back up to speed. PBN domains aren't a domain type and can either be aged or expired domains. They are just a domain that the buyer would like to turn into a PBN. It does not mean that they were used as a PBN previously. So how to use domains? There are three main ways that people use used domains. First, you could build a new money site on top of it. This would be your primary website, and it would just have the advantage of starting with all of the domain's pre-existing backlinks accumulated from its past life. Second, you could use the domain for a 301 redirect. This essentially forwards all of the domain's pre-existing backlinks and authority to a different website of your choosing to help boost its rankings. This is commonly done when one company buys out another. And third, you could turn the domain into a PBN website to use to write articles with backlinks in them pointing to other websites of your choosing. All three of these tactics leverage all of the backlinks the domain accumulated before you bought it, and the power of each of these tactics really cannot be overstated, especially when you consider the cost and time it would take to create all of those backlinks on your own. Each of these tactics would take multiple videos or articles to explain fully, and luckily we have a lot more information on each on our blog as well as our YouTube channel, so definitely check those out. So next up, how to get domains. To buy domains for SEO, you will either need to find them yourself or purchase them from a provider. Two of the most used tools for buying aged and expired domains are Register Compass and Spamzilla, and you could also buy domains at auction manually from registrars like GoDaddy. So here's Register Compass here, which is a tool, and scrolling down you'll see that it looks something like this. It's a pretty complex looking tool. And then next up we have Spamzilla, and Spamzilla looks something like this. However, as you are sifting through literal thousands of domains, how are you supposed to know which one is better than the others? Do you pay attention to backlinks, RD, DR, traffic, the domain name itself? Is the price too high or is it a good deal? There's a ton that goes into evaluating what makes a good domain from a bad domain. And on top of that, the space has gotten progressively more competitive with higher prices in recent years, meaning that you have to be even more sure of your domain hunting skills. Definitely check out our blog and YouTube channel for more information on this, but just know that it's one of the hardest skills to master in SEO. And it's precisely for this reason that many people instead choose to purchase domains from a provider such as ourselves after we've already done all the hard work of finding the real gems for you. So now I'll be going over our domains and how to place an order. So first up, we've got 3 different product pages. We have the age domains, expired domains, and PBN domains. And they're all basically very similar, but I'll just go over some of the important points right up at the top first. So for age domains, it says never dropped age domains. Indexed, age domains, of course, are indexed, and they have premium backlinks. Pricing as low as 50 cents per referring domain, which if you know anything about link building or buying backlinks, you know that 50 cents per referring domain is an insane deal. And then select from current premium inventory. So all of our lists are updated constantly. Next up, going to expired domains, you can see it's more or less pretty much the same thing. Of course, with the exception being that expired domains are not indexed. And you can see here it says wholesale pricing, meaning that they're quite a bit cheaper. And then PBN domains is probably just going to reiterate most of the stuff from the other product pages. They're in any niche, powerful backlink profiles. The RD are quite cheap and browse our current inventory. And like I mentioned before, PBN domains can be aged or expired domains. It doesn't mean that they used to be a PBN before or anything like that. We just have this product page here to basically, for people that are searching for domains to turn into PBNs. So scrolling down here, we get to our process down here. So first you're going to download our Excel file and browse our domains. Then you're going to note which ones you want to buy and place an order. After you place your order, we transfer the domains to your registrar. It says here it can take up to 1 week. And this is really going to depend on which registrar the domain is currently at. They all kind of have their own process, and it's really out of our hands as far as how fast the transfers take. They usually take a week or less. And then, after that, the domain is in your hands and you can do whatever you want with it. So scrolling down next, we get to our domain download. You can just press this button to download our Excel file. So once you download the domain list, it'll look something like this, and I'll just go over a few important things for you. First up, we have the domain ID column. So these are important when you're actually placing your order because this is how they're labeled. Next up, we have the actual domain names. So you could take these and plug them into a tool like Ahrefs to look at the metrics yourself. Next up, of course, we have the price. Here we have the niches for you. This column is probably the most interesting, which is noteworthy domains. So these are all domains that we think are very important that the website has links from. So you can see right here, this link or this domain has a link from BBC. This one has a link from Gizmodo. This one down here has a link from Wired. We've got these domains down here with links from Wikipedia. So if you're looking for a domain with links from other specific domains, you could definitely do a find on this page, on the Excel file, to try to find stuff like that. And lastly, we just have a bunch of different metrics here, which of course you can all check yourself just by plugging the domain into a tool like Ahrefs. So after you've downloaded the Excel file and you've got a couple domains in mind that you'd like to purchase, you go ahead and just scroll down here and click the Order Now button to be taken to the order form. So once you click the button, you'll be taken to an order form, which will look something like this. Like always be sure to read the stuff up here at the top, just to make sure there's nothing important we need to know when we're placing your order. So first up, you get to your name and email. So of course, put in your first name, last name, and email address if you don't have a Sir Links-A-Lot account. If you already have an account, it'll either auto-populate or you can click here to sign in. Next up, this is going to be where you put in the domain IDs that you would like to purchase. So I really recommend using the search button, the search bar, to type in the domain ID because the list is quite long. But let's just say we want to go ahead and buy this one, and I'll go ahead and add one more. So I just want to buy these two domains right here. So we got the total up here in the right corner. Here it says, is there anything else we need to know? And what's important here is we do not need your registrar info at this time. What we do is when you place your order, we go and we make sure that the domains are ready to go, and then we check what registrar they're on, and then we request that information from you in a message after you've placed your order. So once you've chosen all the domains you'd like to purchase and you're ready to go, you can go ahead and click the complete purchase button to be taken to the PayPal payment portal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. After you make a payment, things usually take a week or less. Hopefully much shorter than that. We really like the things to be about a day or two, but it really all just depends on the registrar. And yeah, if you have any other questions, you can definitely check out our FAQ down here. All right, guys, that's about it for domains. We covered a bunch of stuff from what they are to how to use them and how to get them, and hopefully this video has been helpful. If you're thinking about placing an order, or if you ever have any other questions, feel free to email us at any time at info@sterlingsalot.co, or you can send us a message on Facebook. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. It really helps us out a lot. And be sure to subscribe to our mailing list on our homepage here, as well as to join our Facebook group, the SEO Roundtable, to get VIP access to flash sales and updates, as well as to take part in the SEO discussion and our learning community. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.